Evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to this advanced English class. I'm James. Nice to meet you.
Good evening, Jen.
Good evening, Jen.
Good evening, everyone. Good evening. I'm very pleased to meet all of you again today on time. It is exactly 9:15 and it's time we started the lesson. So I'd like to say hello to anh Cao Tùng, chị Hòa, chị Nhung, chị Minh, chị Hoa, chị Mai, chị Kiều, chị Ngọc Anh, chị Thanh Thảo, anh An, chị Thúy, chị Phượng, Tina, chị Tâm, and Kim Anh. Thank you for being really on time. And in today's session, we have two tasks to do, listening and speaking. And we mix up speaking and listening all the time. Therefore, don't ask me why we study speaking and then listening and then speaking again and then listen again. We just keep speaking and listening, vice versa like that. Because these two activities cannot be separated. Okay, and in today's lesson, we continue to listen to a guide. You need to listen and follow the guide to identify some items on the map. And in today's lesson, we are going to experience a British accent. Before we get started, I'd like to ask you for your preference. Do you prefer American or British English? Which one do you like? Let me have some survey here. Hello, can you turn on your mic and tell me, are you a fan of American English or British English? Can you turn on your mics? Yes, you can.
I
Then
love British English. I like listening to British English because I'm a fan of Harry Potter and I like the accent of Hermione Granger.
All right.
However, when speaking, I prefer American English because it's easier.
Oh, that's it. So I was asking to myself, why do you prefer British English but you have an American accent? Okay. Chị Minh likes both. Okay. Chị Hoa likes American. So too. What about the others? You know, when it comes to American English and British English, we have many features to look at. But three most common features are spelling, words, and pronunciation. Or to be more exact, they say accent. Okay, for example. So what about the spelling? Let me give you an example. How do you write traveling? Can you write the word traveling for me? Traveling. Oh, Kim Anh, Australian English. Yeah, Kim Anh. Wow. Aussie. Oh, American English. Sorry, Australian English is very interesting because they have so many new things. Traveling. As you can see, right? Wow, Tina, chị Nhung, anh Phước An. Okay, right. So, if you write the word traveling with one L, then you are using American English. But if you write it with two L's, then you are using it as a British English vocabulary. What about color? Can you write the word color for me, please? Color. Can you write it down, please? Okay. Wait a minute. Okay, right. Okay. What? Okay, right. So as you can see, some people write color without you. Others write color with you. And they are different in American English and British English. As you can see, British English seems to be longer. Is it right? Okay, what about, can you write the word realize? Realize. When you realize something, you know it. Can you write it down, please? Yeah, that's right. So some people write realize with Z, but others write realize with S. So that is another difference in the spelling of American English and British English, but they are pronounced the same. Realize here with Z, and here Z too. Yeah, realize Z. That's it. Okay. Okay, what about the word okay, I was thinking too. Yeah, theater. Can you write the word theater for me, please? Theater. Movie theater, for example. Okay, as you can see, some people write theater. Some people write this one. Okay. So, am I clear to you about the difference in terms of spelling? Yes or no? Okay, right? What about words? What about it? How do you call a kind of shoes that you use to play sports? Please let me know in the comment. Oh, what? A kind of shoes you use to play sports, to run. Is that high heels? Do you wear high heels to play sports? Yeah, right. Like Adidas, like Skechers, like Nike. What are they? What kind of shoes are they? Okay, as you can see clearly, if you write sneakers, then I have to say you're a fan of American English. Sneakers. But what about British people? They don't write sneakers, they write... Oh, I'm sorry, not about the spelling. I'm sorry. It's about the words they use. We go to the second section already. So, sneakers are American English. I challenge you to know the British form of this word. It's like chén and bát in Vietnamese. There are different words to refer to the same thing. It's like mận and roi in Vietnamese. They refer to the same thing. Okay, in British English, people use the word trainers, something like that. Okay, so that is about the words, and you can Google it online. Okay. And last but not least, when it comes to pronunciation, or to be more exact, is about the accent. Wow, there's a lot of differences. And you may experience the T sounds. That is the clearest one. How do American people usually say the T sounds? They pronounce them the, right? But British, no, they might say ta or huh. Some people say what. Okay, so the T sound is the first difference. Or what about the R sound here? American people say wah. But British, no, they say whoa. Whoa is like oh. Water. Water. Okay, and thirdly, you can see the sound is a specialty of American English. With this mouth shape. And the tongue. See the shape? But no. British English don't usually pronounce the R sound. They tend to say So instead of saying water, water. No, they say water or water, 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 water. All right. Or what about the O sound? For example, this word, go. Vietnamese people say go. American people say go. O and U. O. British people say O. They begin with and then U. O. Oh. Oh my God. Not oh my God. Okay, so there are many differences in pronunciation. So let me give you some examples so you may raise your awareness of accent, and then I will show you how to get familiar with these accents. So let's talk about this word. Oops, what's wrong with that? Why not found? What is that? Okay, here it is. Let's take a look. See the pronunciation? American people here talk. Now every people listen and repeat.
Talk.
Talk. Now everyone say talk.
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 Talk. When it comes to British accent, you may hear talk.
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 Yeah,
Talk.
right.
Talk.
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 Talk. Something like that. Okay, so what about this word? Go. I just demonstrated to you. Oops. What's wrong with this again? Wi-Fi not found. Okay. So wait. Okay, I think I have some problems with the internet. Okay, here it is. See the pronunciation is different right now. Listen to our familiar accent. Go.
Go.
See?
Go.
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 But
Go.
British people tend to say
Go.
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 A little girly, right?
Go.
Right. Thank you. Okay, but okay, and one more thing. The E sound, you know, I used to struggle with this word. And Australian accent is very much familiar to British accent, and they don't, you see, even though the pronunciation is the same, you may hear them differently.
Speak.
Speak is how American people say, and
Speak.
speak. Okay, that's better. That's better than most Australian accents. You may hear speak, speak, speak. I want to speak to you. I want to speak, speak. Please sit down, and I want to speak to you. So some accent like that. Okay, so I'm not wasting your time anymore. Later, you are going to experience a British accent. So are you ready for the lesson today?
Yes.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Yes.
I'm
So,
ready. I'm ready.
thank you, Ji Hong. And as I told you, you have exercised your hearing. And now we exercise your mouth with this warm-up activity. You will speak. Antum, you can speak to me if you don't want to speak to others. Find my siblings. Excuse me, can you explain the word sibling? What is it? What is a sibling? Can anyone turn on your mic and tell me?
Sibling is
The sister.
Brothers or sisters.
Yes, brother or sister. So it means you need to find two pictures that refer to things that have a certain relationship. Any relationship. For example, C and B. What is the relationship between between B and C?
they are electronic devices.
Yes, very good. They are electronic devices. Very good, Ando. You said what I thought, right? But I have another explanation for this. What is the
J
relationship
and
between B
L.
and C? Yeah, chị Ngọc.
J and L. Powder.
Wait, not yet. Later. Now, I want to ask you, what else relationship between B and C can you find? It's very obvious. Can you see? It's very
Blue,
obvious.
black.
Yeah, they're black. Yeah, the color. See? Right. So
Yeah.
try to find as many siblings as possible. Try to find a relationship. If you don't know what relationship it is, try to make it up. Try to make it up. Okay. Now, I'd like to put you into rooms, and chị Ngọc and I and anh Tùng will be in one room. Now listen. Let's go. Okay. It could be about colors. It could be about pronunciation. It could be about types, origin, functions, anything. Now let's go. And chị Hoa have found some pairs, right? But the thing is, you need to explain your answers. Okay, that's what I request. Now let's go to breakout rooms. Anh Tùng and I and chị Ngọc, one room. Anh Cao Tùng and I and chị Ngọc will be in one room. Now let's go. Hi.
Hi.
Hello.
Hi, Jen.
Yes, chị Ngọc and anh Tùng, you will take turn to tell me any pair. Lady first, chị Ngọc, you first. What else? What?
Sorry. Let me see the picture.
Okay, now.
Okay, I choose G and I and L.
G and L and L. Why?
Yes.
Why?
The color is the powder.
Yes, very good. Powder.
The powder.
Yes.
And the color, same color.
Same color as well.
Yes, function to make a cake.
Same purpose as well. Thank you.
Yes.
Antom, it's your turn.
M and N, they are fruit.
All right. I agree with you. What is M and what is N? Can you tell them?
M is lime.
Yeah.
N is lemon.
I love it.
Lemon.
Antom, anh chị Ngọc, please.
Yeah. E and K.
Why is that? E and K here. Why is that?
Yeah. That is a street.
On the street. I got it.
Yeah.
It's your turn.
A and K.
A.
There's human in the picture.
Yeah. And I think they are ladies, right? They seem to be ladies.
They are ladies.
No. It's just what I say. But you got it right. They're humans in the pictures. The only two human in the picture. Chị Ngọc, it's your turn. I challenge you to find at least 7 pairs. You have found 2, right? Now, chị Ngọc, your third pair is?
S. Oh no. Let me. I don't know how about O.
O and?
Yes. O. What is it?
Oh, what is that? O is
Yes.
sapphire. It's the kind of gem.
O
Sapphire.
and F. O and F.
O and F. Why?
That is a fire.
Fire and fire. Oh yeah, that's right. That's interesting pronunciation.
Why is fire? I don't know what it is.
Okay, chị Ngọc, can you help me explain again clearly so anh Tùng can know why? Can you tell me please again why O and F are a pair? Chị Ngọc, where are you?
Yes, I'm here.
Why O and F are the same? Can you explain again? Because my friend needs you to explain.
F, I see that this is a fire.
Fire, sapphire,
The
Yeah.
sharp.
fire,
Sorry.
and F is fire.
Yes, fire.
So,
See, anh Tùng, the sound.
yeah, the sound is
Sounds are the same. Yeah, right. Now your turn, anh Tùng. The third one.
G and H.
G and H. Why is that?
G and H.
Why is that? G and H. Why?
They have the same shape. It's the circle shape.
Yeah.
And they look like the H look like the bow. If you think it is a bow.
Very good. So
Like the bow.
I love it. So the shape and the look. Chị Ngọc, it's your fourth.
Yeah. The fourth. I have not tried.
No ideas?
Yeah, no idea.
Hey, don't worry. Anh Tùng, can you have any ideas? Can you suggest?
Let me think.
Please. I think F and I.
F
and I, the right and fire.
What? F and
I.
I.
I or A.
I said yeah. Fire and fish. So what's the difference? Sorry, what's the relationship?
Oh
yeah,
the
same
F
sound, the same sound.
Yeah.
See, that's it. I think I and J can be one pair.
I and J.
I and J.
What is J? How to spell? How to pronounce the J?
I and J. J is the basket. Because you store the fish in the basket. So the relationship is the use, right? What else?
C and I.
C and I. Why is that?
C.
C and
I.
Why?
They have tail.
Yeah, that's very good. Okay. I don't think this is tail. I don't think so. This is wild, but I like your creativity. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, it's because a mouse, so it have tail.
Yeah, I agree with you. I really agree with you. So Anton has reached 4 pairs. Do you have any other ideas?
James, how about the H and L?
H
Power and powder. The same, right?
H and power. Yeah, this is power. The power button on the computer and
L.
And L powder. Why not? They have the same vowels. Exactly.
Yeah.
So the 6th pair. Can you?
D and J.
D
and J.
D here.
Yeah, D and J. They made from wood.
Made from wood because book and this one is made from wood. I agree with you. Next, please. You know.
Material.
Material is the material. What else?
No idea.
No ideas. Don't worry. Anton, can you find one more idea and then you win.
Like
your best. Yeah. Try your best.
A farmer.
Farmer and
farmer fire.
Yeah. Why not? So, but you need to tell me the reason.
A and F.
Why? I know the reason already. When you say it aloud, I know the reason, but you need to say the reason out. Why is it the same? Quick. Farmer and fire. What is the same, Chị Ngọc?
The same, the F
Yeah, that's it. You need to tell me the reason. Thank you. Antom, you have 10 seconds if you want to win. You are losing.
G and L, they are table in the picture. G and L.
E and L.
G,
Why?
G.
Okay, hello Anton. We had no more time, so we had to be out here. And you know what? Anton and I and chị Ngọc have found quite a lot of pairs. And I don't remember who wins. Maybe Anton wins, maybe chị Ngọc wins, but I don't know. I think I win because normally Anton and chị Ngọc speak very little in the class, but they spoke a lot. So I won. And what about you? Please, I need to find about 5 pairs only because we don't have time. 5 pairs. Tell me the pairs and the reason. Speak up, please. Turn on your mics. Anyone? Oops. You had no ideas. Chị Mai, please.
I think D and E had the same shape, crossed.
D and E, the same. Yes, cross. I love it. 1 already. Next. Number 2, chị Ngọc Ánh, please.
B and X.
B and
S, turn on.
Turn on. You can turn them on. Very good. I love your creativity. I love your thinking out of the box. Chị Hoa, please.
I think M and N, they
Why?
are sour.
They are sour. I thought you were going to say they are fruits, but no, you said about the taste. Sour. I love it. Phương Linh, please.
K and O.
Excuse me, what and O?
K.
K and O. K here, and O. What's wrong?
Like, I think that the O is expensive and K a woman. Both of them are difficult to have, difficult to concur.
God, I love it. Difficult to have. Right, but I want to give you another word. Difficult to
Obtain.
Difficult to obtain. Women
Yeah.
and sapphires are difficult to obtain. I love your ideas, Lynn. Lastly, number 5, chị Nhung.
A and K.
A and K, what's wrong with A and K?
They are Vietnamese tradition.
I love it. You're talking about tradition, and I always love tradition. I am a traditional person. Thank you. Who else? Any ideas? Oh, I read quite a lot of ideas in the chat box. F and I. F and I.
Fire and fish.
Fire and fish. What relationship? Chị Ngọc Anh.
F.
They start with F. Okay, that's very good. Chị Ngọc.
F and D.
Right. F and
D.
F and D.
F and D.
Why?
I think this is a Bible. Information in the Bible.
Bible. Ah.
Yes, Bible.
Fire. Fire is a piece of information in the Bible. Yes, I agree with you.
Yes, Bible.
I love it, chị Thủy. Chị Phương, please. Chị Minh Phương.
I think K and L, K
Why?
and I.
K and
The
I.
color is yellow.
Yeah, I love it.
O and E. They start with S.
They start with S. What is S? What is? I'm sorry. Street. Yeah, street and sapphire. Thank you so much, class. You make me very happy. So everyone wins. I wins most because you spoke a lot. I love it. And so what about Katarina, Risi, chị Trâm, Gia Huy, chị Hà Minh? I haven't heard you. Chị Kiều, chị Kim Anh, chị Kim Tiên, anh Bằng, chị Nương, chị Thảo, anh An, chị Thúy, chị Phượng, Tina, and chị Tâm, chị Shang. Later you need to tell me more. Okay, so let's guess the vocabulary that we are going to hear. What is number 1, class? Can you call this area? What is this area?
Crossroads.
Crossroads. Yeah, this area is a crossroad. But what am I highlighting here? Again,
Zebra.
it's interesting, but no, it's not what we're looking for. Okay, so let me give you a clue. Yeah.
Cross line.
One. No, not cross line. No, it's not like that. Anton, cross line is
Zebra
this.
crossing.
This is the cross line. This is the cross line. Okay, but this is not a cross. So what else? Chị Mai? And
Zebra crossing.
Zebra crossing. That's interesting, but the answer is different. So I give you a clue here. Can you fill in the blank?
Path.
Pass.
Path.
Okay.
Passenger.
Passenger.
No.
No. Okay.
Passenger. I know it, but I forget.
Yeah.
Người đi bộ.
Yeah, that's right.
Pedestrian.
Pedestrian. That's very good. Pedestrian crossing. Actually, all of what you have said makes sense to me. It's just that this is exactly what you will hear in the text. So I need to give you the complete phrase. Pedestrian. Pedestrian. Yeah, please don't say pedestrian. No, don't say so. Pedestrian. Okay.
Pedestrian.
Yeah. What about number 2?
Parking lot.
Yes, parking. But you will hear parking spaces. Okay. Or to be more exact, parking spaces. Space, not space, because you are going to hear
Space.
Hey, number 3 is very easy. What are they?
Traffic sign.
Yeah, right. Signs. It just simply signs. I agree with you. What number 4? What is this area?
Pavement.
Very good. This is the pavement. Yes. How do American people call it?
Sidewalk.
Path.
Yeah. Side, sidewalk, etc.
Sidewalk.
What about number 9? Look carefully.
Wheelchair.
Wheelchair. I agree with you. This is the wheelchair. I agree with you. However, who use the wheelchairs?
Disabled.
Disabled. That's so good. So can you fill in the place here? Disabled parking spaces. Disabled. Yeah.
Disabled person.
Yeah, very good. This is an adjective. However, sometimes adjective can serve the noun, can serve as a noun to refer to a group of people that have that characteristic. For example, the poor. It means the poor people. The rich. It means the rich people. Or the learned. The learned are the people who learn a lot. Or the young, the old, and the disabled. Wait, one more. I love this. The gifted. The gifted. Yes, we have schools for the gifted, classes for the gifted. The gifted are the gifted people who study very well at some subject. All right. What about number 8?
Forklift.
Forklift. Yes.
All right, good. Yeah. But I'm looking for, yes, I'm looking for a verb, an action. What is he doing?
Lifting.
Lift.
Yes, I agree. He is lifting.
Lifting.
What is more general? He lifts the goods and he transports the goods to the lorry. So what is that process in general?
Transfer.
I heard one person say
Loading.
loading. I agree. Load. Yes, load. Please don't say load. You need to say load. Loading. Loading means you lift the good and transport it to the lorry or the truck. Okay, if you want to
Yeah.
American, then the truck. And what about the opposite of loading?
Unloading.
Unloading. Yes, that's right. Thank you. However, this sign is to show restrictions. What is restriction?
Forbid.
Forbidden. Yeah.
Limitation.
Limit. Yeah, right. Oops. Forbid or limit. Yes, I agree with you. Okay, what about number 7? It's very obvious.
Traffic jam.
Traffic
Traffic
jam.
jam.
Another word for traffic jam.
Traffic
hour.
congestion.
A rush hour is the time, but what is this event?
Traffic congestion.
Yeah, traffic congestion.
Congestion.
Congestion is another word for traffic jam. Okay. What is this place called?
Exit.
Opposite. Yes, Anton, it looks like an exit, but it's opposite. Yes,
Entrance.
yes, but can you pronounce it more correctly?
Entrance.
Entrance. Yeah, entrance, not entrance. No trunk. Okay, chị Ngọc Anh, this is not French. Yeah, this is not entrance. No, not entrance like that. It is entrance.
Entrance.
Yeah, entrance.
Entrance.
Yeah. And the opposite is, how do you say this?
Exit. Exit.
Exit.
Exit.
Exit.
Exit.
Exit.
Exit.
Entrance. All of them are stressed on the first syllable. Okay. And last but not least, I think Anton really likes this. What is this?
Driveway.
Highway.
Yeah, I agree, but I'm just talking about this area.
Van.
Yeah, a band,
Band.
right? So why am I saying Anton likes this? But maybe he wants to show off, right? When he cross the bands, he will demonstrate some skills, something like that. Yeah. Okay. Do you like it, Anton? A band. Thank you. So now, okay. I think I just want to introduce to you the word junction. What is a junction?
Junction.
Junction.
Is
It
a
could be an
Junction.
intersection.
Section.
Yeah, it's a kind of intersection. Okay, junk, join. Okay, intersection, junction. Right. Yeah, it's almost the same.
Junction. Intersection.
Gì ta? Ngã ba, ngã tư, dùng cái từ gì?
That's right. No Vietnamese, no Vietnamese, no Vietnamese, no
Yeah,
Vietnamese.
I try to remember English.
All right. So yeah, don't
Cross.
translate. You don't need to
Road.
translate. You just need to understand, right? Crossroads. Okay. So something like that, right? And so the flower shop is at the junction of Tulip Stress with Market Street. Okay. Hey, I'd like to tell you about the word end. The word end is very interesting when you translate them in Vietnamese. End could be cuối, right? But end could also be đầu. Oh, interesting, right? When you translate into Vietnamese. So what do I mean by end, which means đầu? Okay, for example, I have, this is a pen. No, this is a chopstick. So a chopstick usually has
There are two ends.
a small end and
Big
a
ends.
big end or a blunt end. Okay, that's right. Two end. Okay, so you know that? You know the end? So this is the end. So when you say the end of the street, The end.
The
The end of
end.
the street. Yes, the end of the street. So Orchid Street has two ends. Agree with me?
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
Flower shop is on one end. And the gas station is at the other end. Two
Yeah.
ends.
Other end. At the other end. Yes.
Okay? Two ends. Okay. Right. Or therefore, these are some separate things. And if you can connect them like this. Okay. We have an idiom, make ends, what? Make ends meet. Yes. What does it mean? Make ends meet.
Connect.
Connect. This is an idiom. So when it is an idiom, it has a totally different meaning. Make ends meet. Who knows?
To earn enough money to live.
Yes, that's right. Earn money. To live. Just enough to live. Right. See? Life is full of troubles. These are troubles, okay? These are challenges. And all you need to do is to make ends meet. To make it smooth. So that is how you earn money for your life. Does this idiom reminds you of any song?
Papa.
Yeah, that's right. Do you know that line? Every day my papa would work, help to make ends meet, to see that we would eat, keep those shoes upon my feet.
That's Papa.
That's right. So that's the word. So now do you understand ends here? And it doesn't mean the end in this case. Am I clear to you?
Yeah.
Yes.
I hope so. Today you have learned a new shade of meaning of the word end. Can you tell me the difference between at the end and in the end? Who knows?
At the end.
At the end and in the end, what is the difference?
At the end.
At the end.
Oh,
It's
I'm
the-
asking you, what's the difference?
At the end is place.
Yes, and
Place. And in the end is time.
yes, I can't agree more. That's perfect. At the end refers to a place, but in the end refers to a time. Okay. After many attempts to kill Tấm, in the end,
Die.
Tấm killed Cam
Kill.
at the end of her house. Okay. Thank you. Okay. So now I think that we don't need to drill this, right? Because there's so familiar to you. At the end of, I told you already. On the same side of, I think that's so obvious. There's nothing to explain here, right? Are you sure you are familiar with all of this?
On the same side of at the
Are you
end
okay
of
with this? In front of
two.
by?
By means next to, right?
Yeah, by means next to,
Next to.
behind, besides. Yes. By has many meanings, right? They could be a place. So in this case, it means beside or next to, as you can see. It could be a preposition of time. In this case, it means before. For example, you need to be present by 7 a.m. tomorrow. You need to be present by 7 a.m. It means the latest time you are there is 7 a.m. You need to be before 7. Okay, and many more. So I think we can skip this. Okay, listening time. Listen and write. Phrases. Are you ready?
Yes.
Now listen. Okay. Listen and write. Okay. Listen and write. Are you ready? Let's go.
We're planning to have another set of lights.
Listen again. Again, this is not a word. This is a phrase. You will hear connected speech. So you need to listen with your brain and your thinking, not just your ear. Listen and guess and try to understand the phrase. Now listen again.
We're planning to have another set of lights. We're planning to have another set of lights. We're planning to have another set of lights.
What's that?
We're planning to have another set of lights.
We're planning to have another set of lights. We're planning to have another set of lights. We're planning to have another set of lights. We're planning to have another set of lights. Okay, what about we're planning to have another set of lights? How about it?
We're planning to have another set of lights.
We're planning to have another set of lights. Can you write, please? Yeah, anh Tùng, lights, not lies. So here it goes. We're, yes, chị Thảo, nearly. Planning, not planning. Some people write this. This is planning. We're planning to have, let me repeat, another set of lights. Another set of lights. See? I'm sure you are all familiar with each of these words, but you failed to hear them just because of connected speech. Have another, have another, have another, have another, have another set of lights. We're planning to have another set of lights. Okay. So does this make sense to you? Yeah. Okay, now go. Number 2, 3, 4, 5. You do it by yourself. Let's go.
Crossing the road in front of the supermarket.
Just by the entrance.
Just to the north of the school.
Up towards the parking spaces.
Listen again.
We're planning to have another set of lights.
Crossing the road in front of the supermarket.
Just by the entrance.
Just to the north of the school.
Up towards the parking spaces.
Oh, quite a lot of good answers. Now we listen once again before we slow down.
We're planning to have another set of lights.
Crossing the road in front of the supermarket.
Just by the entrance.
Just to the north of the school.
Up towards the parking spaces.
Oh, wow. Right. Oh, most of the time, most of the sentences, you get that correctly. Okay, I'm very impressed. But most of you get the last phrase wrong. Listen again to the last phrase. Okay, so but let's go through them one by one.
Crossing the road in front of the supermarket.
Okay, so this is obvious, right? Crossing the road in front of the supermarket. Most of you have that correctly. And what about number 3? Just by the entrance.
Just by the entrance.
Okay, just by the entrance. Easy, right?
Just to the north of the school.
Just to the north of the school. Just to the north of the school. And lastly, the last phrase is very controversial.
Up towards the parking spaces.
First of all, the place here is
Parking spaces.
parking spaces. Do you remember? Parking spaces. How do you write that word?
Towards the parking spaces.
Yeah, parking spaces. And the preposition is up towards. Towards. Do you know the preposition towards? I don't say toward because that is not how it is said. It is towards, 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 towards. Yeah, that's right, that's right. T-O-W-A-R-D-S, towards. But here, up towards, up towards. We usually see combined prepositions in English, like up ahead. Up ahead in the distance, I saw a shimmering light. Up ahead in the song Hotel California. And we can also have up in here, down here, Down here. You see, down and here are two prepositions connected. Hello, I'm down here. Hey, I'm up here. Come on over. Over in. Over in. Come on in. So we have a lot of connected prepositions, and that's very normal. Here we have up towards. So can you guess? Up towards. Parking spaces. Can you help me, please? Up towards.
Up towards the parking spaces.
Up towards the parking spaces. Can you do it? Yeah, right. That's very good. Up towards the up towards the parking spaces. Here it is. Yes, thank you. So now, I think you are ready to listen and label these things on the map. In order to help you do this effectively, please follow the order of these questions. Don't follow A, B, C. Okay, you need to follow this. They will talk about new traffic lights first. They will show you where on the map. And they will continue to talk about pedestrian crossing. And then they will continue to talk about parking allowed. And they will continue to talk about new no parking sign. And they will continue to talk about this and this and this in order. So please just follow this order. Don't look around. Okay. So now, let's listen. Let's go. Here we go.
Okay, so this slide shows a map of the central area of Cranford with the High Street in the middle and School Road on the right. Now, we already have a set of traffic lights in the High Street at the junction with Station Road, but we're planning to have another set at the other end at the School Road junction to regulate the flow of traffic along the High Street. We've decided we definitely need a pedestrian crossing. We considered putting this on School Road just outside the school, but in the end we decided that could lead to a lot of traffic congestion. So we decided to locate it on the High Street, crossing the road in front of the supermarket. That's a very busy area, so it should help things there. We're proposing some changes to parking. At present, parking isn't allowed on the High Street outside the library, but we're going to change that and allow parking there, but not at the other end of the High Street near School Road. There'll be a new no parking sign on School Road just by the entrance to the school, forbidding parking for 25 metres. This should improve visibility for drivers and pedestrians, especially on the bend just to the north of the school. As far as disabled drivers are concerned, at present they have parking outside the supermarket, but lorries also use those spaces, so we've got 2 new disabled parking spaces on the side road up towards the bank. It's not ideal, but probably better than the present arrangement. We also plan to widen the pavement on School Road. We think we can manage to get an extra half metre on the bend just before you get to the school, on the same side of the road. Finally, we've introduced new restrictions on loading and unloading for the supermarket, so lorries will only be allowed to stop there before 8 a.m. That's the supermarket on School Road. We kept to the existing arrangements with the High Street supermarket. OK, so that's about it. Now, would it...
That
Have you got the answers? Okay. All right. You may or may not have got the answers, but I'd like to notice you in case you don't notice this. Can you tell me the meaning of the word proposed? Hey class, what is proposed?
That's a plan.
A plan. That's very good. So what is the difference between a plan? Oh yeah, nah. Planned and current. Okay, as you can see, a planned something is not yet to come. For example, we're planning to have another set of traffic lights at the end of High Street, for example. So that means they are proposed. Be careful, because normally the speaker talks about two situations. The current situation, it means now. And the proposed situation, which means in the future. You need to listen very carefully to choose the new place, the new location of these things. For example, now we have some traffic lights opposite the bank. For example, we have some traffic lights opposite the bank, but they don't work really well. We are thinking about moving them to opposite the school, for example. So in that case, do you choose C or G?
G.
G.
See, that's it. That's the point. So listen again very carefully to distinguish what is the current situation and what is the proposed, the plan. You will hear they say we're going to, we're planning to, we're considering, we have a plan to, something like that. Okay, now listen again. Listen again carefully. Okay. Let's go.
Okay, so this slide shows a map of the central area of Granford with the High Street in the middle and School Road on the right. Now, we already have a set of traffic lights in the High Street at the junction with Station Road, but we're planning to have another set at the other end at the School Road junction to regulate the flow of traffic along the High Street. We've decided we definitely need a pedestrian crossing. We considered putting this on School Road just outside the school, but in the end we decided that could lead to a lot of traffic congestion. So we decided to locate it on the High Street, crossing the road in front of the supermarket. That's a very busy area, so it should help things there. We are proposing some changes to parking. At present, parking isn't allowed on the High Street outside the library, but we're going to change that and allow parking there, but not at the other end of the High Street near School Road. There'll be a new no parking sign on School Road just by the entrance to the school, forbidding parking for 25 metres. This should improve visibility for drivers and pedestrians, especially on the bend just to the north of the school. As far as disabled drivers are concerned, at present they have parking outside the supermarket, but lorries also use those spaces, so we've got 2 new disabled parking spaces on the side road up towards the bank. It's not ideal, but probably better than the present arrangement. We also plan to widen the pavement on School Road. We think we can manage to get an extra half metre on the bend just before you get to the school, on the same side of the road. Finally, we've introduced new restrictions on loading and unloading for the supermarket, so lorries will only be allowed to stop there before 8 a.m. That's the supermarket on School Road. We kept to the existing arrangements with the High Street supermarket. OK, so that's about it. Now, would it...
That is the end of section 2. You now have half a minute to check your answers.
Yeah. Anh Tùng changes his answers. Okay, so now let's listen together once again, and you can check your answers.
And School Road shows a map of the central... OK, so this slide shows a map of the central area of Granford.
Slide này trình chiếu khu vực trung tâm của Granford.
The High Street in the middle and School Road on the right.
Với đường 2 ở giữa và đường trường ở bên phải.
Now, we already have a set of traffic lights in the High Street at the junction with Station Road.
Hiện tại chúng ta đã có một set of traffic lights trên đường High Street tại góc giao với đường Station Road. So what position is he talking about?
A.
Vậy mình chọn A đúng không ạ? Do we choose A?
No.
No. Not new. Yeah, that's very good. It's not new. Tất nhiên quý vị nào đã nghe được rồi thì cứ bỏ qua cái phần dịch của em nha. Em đang hỗ trợ những anh chị nghe không được gì cả để chúng ta có thể học từ qua ngữ cảnh thôi ha. Còn quý vị nghe được rồi thì check lại đáp án của mình. Now let's go.
But we're planning to have another set at the other end, at the School Road junction.
Và chúng tôi đang dự định sẽ có một cái bộ mới ở đường bên kia, ở đầu bên kia của con đường là đường High Street đó, giao với lại đường School Road. Em nghĩ là đã có đáp án rồi chứ gì?
Regulate the flow of traffic along the High Street.
Để điều hòa cái giao thông ở trên đường High Street, tức là hai đầu. Đầu A có một cái và đầu E có một cái. Đáp án câu số 1 là câu E. Các bạn làm có đúng không ạ? Rồi tiếp theo là cái pedestrian crossing, đường lối ngựa vằn đúng không ạ? Zebra crossing đúng không? Thì như thế nào đây?
We've decided we definitely need a pedestrian crossing.
Chúng tôi đã xác định chúng ta cần đường cho người đi bộ.
We considered putting this on School Road just outside the school. But...
Chúng tôi cân nhắc việc để nó ở trên đường School Road, ngay bên ngoài trường học. Vậy là khu nào nhỉ? Người ta đã nói đến khu trên đường School Road mà ngay bên ngoài trường học. Đó là School G đúng không ạ? Yes, đúng là quý vị có thể giao tiếp với em trong khung chat. Nhưng mà chúng ta không có chọn cái đó bởi vì sao?
Considered putting this on School Road just outside the school, but in the end we decided that could lead to a lot of traffic congestion.
But in the end, nhưng đến giờ phút chót, chúng tôi lại thấy rằng nó có thể dẫn đến kẹt xe ở chỗ đó. Cho nên là không có ở chỗ đó đâu.
So we decided to locate it on the High Street.
Nên chúng tôi quyết định đặt nó ở trên đường High Street. Nhìn vô cho em A, B, D, E đây quý vị.
Crossing the road in front of the supermarket.
Băng qua đường trước cái siêu thị. Vậy thì đáp án câu 2 chính là trên đường High Street mà trước siêu thị chỉ có một chỗ D thôi. Cảm ơn quý vị. That's very good. 2D. Tiếp theo nhìn giùm em, nghe giùm em parking allowed. Chỗ nào cho đậu?
That's a very busy area, so it should help things there. We are proposing some changes to parking.
Chúng tôi đang lên dự định một số sự thay đổi cho việc đậu xe bãi đổ.
At present,
At present. Ngay lúc này ha, đó là mình bỏ qua cái đó nha. Để loại cái câu đó. At present sau đây?
Proposing some changes to parking. At present, parking isn't allowed on the high street outside the library.
Hiện tại parking không được phép, tức là người ta không cho đổ bên ngoài thư viện trên đường High Street. Nghĩa là mình loại được đáp án B nha quý vị. Chứ mà mình đi thi mà mình nghe cái đó chắc mình chọn câu 3 là B quá. Nhưng mà câu B là không cho đổ, hiện tại không cho đổ.
But we are going to change that.
Nhưng mà rồi, từ từ tôi sẽ thay đổi cái chỗ đó, tức là sẽ cho đổ chỗ đó. Nhưng mà chưa, không biết, không có nói tới not given. Nào nghe tiếp.
Allow parking there, but not at the other end of the high street.
But not at the other end of the high street. The other end of the high street là không phải là câu E, not E.
Near school road.
Như vậy thì trong tương lai là parking allowed nó sẽ là vị trí nào đó quý vị? Theo như cái ngữ cảnh mà em vừa chuyển ra thì nó sẽ là câu nào? Là câu B luôn đó quý vị ơi. Không? Mặc dù là not given nhưng mà nghe tiếp thì cũng không thấy cái gì thì mình phải suy ra. Hiện tại thì không cho đổ ở library nhưng mà trong tương lai sẽ cho. Not, không cho đổ not at the end, cho nên là mình không có đổ ở Y đâu ạ. Nào quý vị nghe kỹ là.
There, but not at the other end of the high street allowed on the high street outside the library. But we are going to change that.
Yeah, bây giờ thì không cho đổ nhưng mà but we are going to change that, tức là đổi lại là cho đổ. Mình phải suy ra thôi, mình phải infer thôi, chứ nó không có obvious.
Allow parking there, but not at the other end of the high street.
Đằng sau cái chữ change that nó có cái chữ allow parking there rồi đó các bạn. Nó đã có cái clue rồi đấy ạ. Nào nghe kỹ lại lần nữa.
Change that and allow parking there.
Anh không, để em cho là nghe nguyên khúc đó để cho quý vị có sự mường tượng.
Some changes to parking. At present, parking isn't allowed on the high street outside the library, but we are going to change that and allow parking there.
And allow parking there, tức là cho đổ ở B. Đáp án là câu B nha. Câu 3B đó quý vị ơi. Rồi tiếp theo mình tới cái bảng cấm dừng, cấm đổ. Bảng cấm đổ. Ở đâu đây? Câu số 4.
But not at the other end of the high street near school road.
Rồi not at the other end nha. Nếu chúng ta nghe cái đó thì chúng ta đừng có chọn câu số 3 là 3E là sai đó ạ. Câu 3B mới đúng ạ. Rồi bây giờ tới câu số 4.
There'll be a new no parking sign on school road.
Manh mối đầu tiên là sẽ có new they'll, tức là there will đó. There'll be new no parking sign on school road là đâu đó là IEHG này để coi.
Just by the entrance to the school for.
Just by the entrance to the school. By the entrance to the school vậy là ở đâu?
Bidding parking for 25 meters.
Yeah, cái gì mà cách có 25 mét nè.
School road. Just by the entrance to the school, forbidding parking for 25 meters.
Forbidding có nghĩa là cấm đó quý vị. Forbidding parking for 25 meters, tức là cấm đổ vòng khu vực đó 25 mét.
A new no parking sign on school road, just by the entrance to the school, forbidding parking for 25 meters.
Forbidding parking, tức là no parking. Ở đâu quý vị? Số 4 là ở đâu ạ? Số 4 là ở đâu mới được? Just by the entrance to the school là câu G, đúng rồi. Tiếp theo câu số 5, new disabled parking spaces. Nơi đổ cho xe lăn mới.
This should improve visibility for drivers and pedestrians.
Rồi cái đó là lý do thôi, chúng ta bỏ qua quý vị về nghe tiếp nếu cần. Rồi tiếp theo, câu số 5.
Especially on the bend just to the north of the school.
Ý gì đây?
Visibility for drivers and pedestrians, especially on the bend just to the north of the school.
Rồi đất ơi, nó đang nói tới cái H đó quý vị. Nó không liên quan gì tới cái H hết đó. Nó chỉ là không cho đổ ở G để improve cái visibility for the drivers, tức là cho tài xế dễ nhìn, đặc biệt là ở cái khúc cua. Chứ không phải là đặt cái biển ở ngay khúc cua, cho nên không phải là H đâu nha. Rồi, bây giờ mình vẫn chờ nghe câu số 5 nãy giờ chưa nói tới.
As far as disabled drivers are concerned, at present, they have parking outside the supermarket.
Rồi, as far as cái gì đó concern là một cái thành ngữ như quý vị chúng ta học theo cái đó luôn. As far as chấm is concerned hay là to be concerned, nói chung là có động từ to be. Rồi chữ concern. As far as, thí dụ as far as I am concerned có nghĩa là theo tôi. Vậy thì bây giờ theo những người khuyết tật thì họ concern cái gì, chúng ta nghe lại.
As far as disabled drivers are concerned, at present, especially on the bend just to the north of the school.
Rồi nghe.
As far as disabled drivers are concerned,
As far as disabled mới đọc là disabled drivers are concerned, theo những tài xế khuyết tật thì
at present, they have parking outside the supermarket.
At present, đó là manh mối để chúng ta thấy rằng đó là cái current situation. At present thì có chỗ đỗ ở bên ngoài siêu thị. Họ là họ đang nói tới cái gì đó quý vị, cho em cái chữ đó trước đã để loại cái chữ đó ra. Yes. Phải loại cái đó ra nghe. Yeah, outside. At present they have it outside the supermarket là cái e này nè. Lộn cái y này nè. Đây, rồi sao nữa?
But lorries also use those spaces.
But lorries also use those spaces, tức là xe tải cũng dùng cái chỗ parking đó luôn. Cho nên là sao? Chuyển sang chỗ mới, chuyển đi đâu?
Outside the supermarket. But lorries also use those spaces. So we've got two new disabled parking spaces on the side road up towards the bank.
Cho nên bây giờ có hai chỗ đỗ mới. On side road. On side road có nghĩa là không phải on school road. Ở trong đây không có cái chữ nào là side road, nhưng mà nó có thêm một manh mối nữa là up towards the bank. Hướng về phía cái bank. Vậy thì nó chính là câu nào? Một cái con đường duy nhất không có tên ở trong đây chính là đường side road. Đó là câu C đó quý vị. Hai chỗ ở câu C. Rồi và cuối cùng, lorry loading and unloading restrictions.
It's not ideal, but probably better than the present arrangement.
Không lý tưởng lắm nhưng tốt hơn là sự quy hoạch hiện tại.
We also plan to widen the pavement on school road.
Chúng tôi cũng muốn mở rộng vỉa hè trên đường school road. Rồi lại nhìn lại IEHG giúp em.
We think we can manage to get an extra half meter on the bend just before you get to the school.
Vậy là ở đâu đấy ạ?
We think we can manage to get an extra half meter on the bend just before you get to the school.
Rồi, we think we can manage to có nghĩa là sẽ thành công trong việc gì đó. Manage to do something. Thêm bao nhiêu bên đây để em nghe lại.
On school road. We think we can manage to get an extra half meter on the bend.
Extra half meters. Thêm nửa mét nữa. Ở đâu đây?
Just before you get to the school.
Just before you get to the school. Just before nghĩa là ngay trước khi tới cái trường học. Đó là câu H đó quý vị.
On the same side of the road.
On the same side of the road. Cùng bên ở trên đường đó luôn. Vậy thì quý vị coi coi trên cái đường school road này, cùng bên với cái trường học là cái chỗ nào? Và trước khi tới trường, vậy thì chỉ có cái H thôi. Và đó chính là đáp án ngày hôm nay. Hy vọng quý vị nếu đã làm được từ cái lần mà em chưa có dịch ra thì quá tốt. Còn nếu không thì hy vọng việc dịch thuật của em vừa rồi đã giúp cho quý vị học thêm một vài điều mới. Em sẽ gửi cái file nghe cũng như là cái script này cho quý vị nha. So thank you very much for coming. See you again on the very last lesson of the month on Thursday. Good night to you. Thank you for coming. I hope you did have something useful. Thank you.
Thank you. Good night, sir.
Thank you. Good night, teacher.
Bye bye.
Nice to meet you.
Goodbye to you. Nice to meet you. Bye. Yeah.